Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and once again it is Sunday, and that means it is time for the Texas Gun Vault poll question of the week. And this week it is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all of the wonderful fathers out there who are viewers and subscribers of my channel. This week's poll question deals with concealed carry, well I guess open carry as well, or just carrying pistols in general. And if you change for the different seasons, I know it is starting to get really hot here in Texas. Here in Texas, the weather is feast or famine. It is either iced in and cold in the winter, or it is so hot like it is right now in the summer that if you go outside, you feel like you're going to melt. And for me personally, this raises a lot of questions on how I plan to carry my concealed carry weapon. And I was just curious, do you guys change depending on the seasons or different variables? And what do you guys think? So let's dive right into the Texas Gun Vault poll question of the week. And this is the Texas Gun Vault question of the week number 23. And I ask, it is getting hot here in the Texas summer, and now that I'm wearing lighter and cooler things, it makes me rethink the size of pistol I carry and the method I carry it. Do you alter the type of gun you carry and your carry style depending on the season? So as I mentioned in the opening, depending on the seasons and what I wear, I might have to carry different ways, and I know different people have various opinions on this. Some of them are going to come from a more tactician standpoint, some of them are going to come from a more comfort standpoint. But let's find out what you guys think with the results. With a total of 636 votes in this week's poll, I carry the same thing the same way all year round, always consistent, 56%. I prefer to carry smaller in the summer and bigger in the winter, 18%. I open carry so it doesn't matter, 2%. I just always carry what I feel comfortable with that day, 22%. And something else, explain in the comments below, 2%. So the results of this poll didn't really surprise me too much. I guess in some ways it did. There were more people that said they carried the same gun the same way every day than I was expecting to see. And I understand that this comes from a training standpoint, a tactical standpoint. If you become really comfortable carrying a certain gun, carry that gun any way that you deem necessary, regardless of the season or what you're wearing. It's kind of coming from that tactician standpoint because you feel that you are the most ready to defend yourself and your family at any time. But I wasn't expecting 56%. Now, I don't fall into that category, so this is going to be one of those weeks where I'm probably in one of the minority choices. But let's go through each one of these. I'll give you guys my opinion. I carry the same thing the same way all year, always consistent. As I said, people are wanting to practice and carry the same way because it's what they're comfortable with. I believe that a lot of trainers also teach this as well. Now, I come from the standpoint of, I know statistically the chances of me ever needing a firearm in self-defense is very, 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 very small, which it's a testament to how safe the United States actually is, despite what the media wants to portray, especially when it comes to gun violence. So in my opinion, the difference between carrying one way or another and changing daily doesn't really matter. Most of the time, a self-defense shooting is going to be at 7 yards and less, and it's going to require 3 shots. And most of the time, just the presentation of the firearm is enough to deter whatever actions a bad guy is thinking about doing from doing those things. And I'm just kind of playing an odds game. Now, I know that if you train and practice and have created a defense scenario in your mind where you're going to be the hero, you're going to take out an active shooter, you probably want to train with the same gun and carry it the same way every single day. So it is just an automated thing. For me personally, I carry very similar guns. So whether I'm carrying a 1911 or an HK, I'm going to carry it in the same manner, probably cocked and locked, because I can do that with a USP and a 1911. But as I've gotten older, I typically kind of gravitate more towards striker fire guns and double action, single action guns. But as I said, it's a personal preference. I also have a carry rotation of guns that I simply think are cool, and I have different holsters for them. So I'm betting on the fact that I'm not going to need to shoot my way out of a scenario, and if I ever need a firearm in self-defense, I'm hopefully not even going to have to discharge the weapon. Just merely having the gun on me is what is important. Then we have, I prefer to carry smaller in the summer and bigger in the winter. I actually have a few friends that this is kind of their philosophy, and that basically comes down to what they're wearing. I know that right now I'm wearing a t-shirt, and you guys can't see, but I'm wearing pretty much gym shorts, basketball shorts, or whatever. I really can't carry a heavy gun in an inside the waistband or outside the waistband holster. My shorts are going to fall off, so I have to carry something a lot smaller. And I thought that I would kind of bring out the 3 types of carry that I normally do. Now, these are not just the only guns that I carry. I have about 5 or 6, but this is going to kind of be a rundown of the general types of ways I like to carry. The first type is going to be an outside the waistband holster. Usually these are going to be leather. Now, this is my favorite way of carrying. In this case, I have a Beretta 92 compact Inox in this holster that I'm actually supposed to review for this week from Craft Holsters, but you guys will see the video on this pretty soon. I prefer outside the waistband. I can carry a larger gun, which has more capacity, and I can carry in a way that is more comfortable for me. I got a little bit of a dad bod and got some curves, you know, so carrying outside the waistband is very comfortable for me, especially since I have a really nice carry belt, a Core Essentials. This does not dig into my side, and I'm able to cover it up, especially if I'm wearing like a jacket, if I'm going to like a more formal event, or I can carry, if I'm wearing a baggy enough shirt, over the gun. I typically do not open carry unless it's for a political reason, like I'm going to a political rally or a Second Amendment rally, but normally I will be concealed. But this is my favorite way of carrying. My next way of carrying is if I'm going to be wearing something a little bit lighter, I'm going to go with an inside the waistband carry of a compact size pistol. In this case, this is another Craft holster. This is a Kydex holster for an HK USP 40 compact. A little bit smaller of a gun, and this is going to hold it in a little bit tighter. So this is going to be if I'm wearing jeans or if I'm wearing like khaki shorts with a belt. The belt will hold this up. It's easy to carry, and I can put a shirt over this. But sometimes, especially when it's really hot, let's say I'm going for a walk or I'm running down to the store, I'm wearing something very similar to what I'm wearing right now. As I said, t-shirt and shorts. I do have a few guns that I pocket carry. In this case, this is going to be a Beretta 950 BS and 25 ACP in a Black Hawk holster. This one doesn't have any straps or anything where you can put inside the waistband, outside the waistband. It is simply a pocket holster. And I know what some people are saying, 25 ACP is not an adequate self-defense cartridge, and I totally agree with you. However, when it is this hot, it's 105 degrees, and I'm just wearing this, I'm just running up to the store, this will suffice. So typically those are the 3 types of carry that I do. So an outside the waistband full size, inside the waistband compact, or a pocket carry. And that really depends on what I'm wearing. And as the summer goes along, I carry smaller and smaller just because I wear lighter and lighter things. Next I open carry, so it doesn't matter. I wanted to throw this one in there because I know there's a lot of people out there that just love to open carry. So it doesn't matter. They're going to carry their Desert Eagle on their hip all the time. They're always wearing jeans, whatever it is. I know some people live out in the country or might live in an area of the country where the climate isn't as drastic as it is here in Texas. Maybe they live in the mountains and it's always pretty cool. It doesn't get super hot, so they can wear a little bit heavier clothing and want to simply open carry. Maybe it's a political statement, maybe it's just practical for where you live, but I wanted to throw it in there. Then we have, I just always carry what I feel comfortable with that day. This is the one, as you saw from what I carry, I probably would have voted for. I think it also, for me, depends on the situation. Because sometimes, even though it is really hot, let's say I'm going to go out for a nice dinner. My wife and I are going to go out with some friends. I'm definitely going to put on something a little bit heavier. So maybe a sports coat, jeans, maybe some dress pants. I can carry something a little bit bigger. But when I'm working around the house, or if I just want to simply run up to the grocery store, grab a couple things, and bring it back, it's going to be really fast. I'm going to throw that little pocket carry inside my shorts, and we're going to be just fine. Then lastly, we got something else. Explain in the comment section below. 2%. So 2%, none of these options fit them. But that's how I feel about this. Let's dive right into what you guys think with the top rated comments of the week. And so with the #1 rated comment of the week, we have my friend Matt Moore. Says an RPK with 75 round drum all day, every day. Might be a little bit overkill. I know he's just joking there, but I'm all for open carrying of rifles. I don't think it's the most politically advantageous thing to do, but it is your right. But I do know Matt, I know he's joking here, but it was the top rated comment of the week. Next up, we have Gort, who says, SIG P365, small enough with adequate power for all weather conditions. I practice drawing and firing it enough to make it instinctive. Where I go, it goes. I do have to say that if I was going to be someone that carried one gun the same way all the time, it would definitely be a gun like the SIG P365. In fact, it's a gun that I really want to get from my collection. I'd like to get the standard size and flat dark earth, but it makes a lot of sense. You have a small, compact gun that could be, in theory, pocket carried or inside the waistband, if that's the way you want to do it, but it has a large capacity for its size, but it's light and easy to use. So if you're going to go the one gun fits all method, finding that right gun is really important. Maybe carrying a Desert Eagle or a full-size government model 1911 might not be the way to go, but a P365 just might be. Then we got Sean White. I've been carrying G19 since 2006. I carry it year round. So another person, one gun all the time. Now, the G19 is another gun that I recommend. I think for some people, the G19 might be a little bit too big, but as I've said on the channel many times, I look at the Glock 19 as the ultimate gun. It is small enough to be easily carried, it's big enough to be substantial, it has good capacity, and the aftermarket support for it is absolutely amazing. You have so many different types of holster options. It is just a fantastic platform. It just has to be the right gun for you. So like my comment about the SIG P365, if the Glock 19 works for you, go with that. I'd fall a little bit more into the Glock 19 category. My only issue is when I'm wearing stuff like I am today, it might be a little bit too big, where the P365 might be a little bit easier. Then we have Raptor Shooting Systems, who says, I adapt what I am carrying to what I am wearing, where I'm going, and what I will be doing. Being in Texas and in a large urban environment, concealed is my normal. Of course, weather and our 6 months of summer plays a factor because of what I am wearing. Well, I think he echoes my sentiment exactly. I don't think there's anything else I can really add to that, because that is exactly how I feel. It's a situational thing, where I'm going. I'm not going to carry the same way if I go to church as I am going to go to maybe a dinner party. And then finally, we have Joe Morgan, who says, gym shorts 24/7 mostly, but even in heavy clothes, I carry a full-size gun, strong side, inside the waistband. Been doing it the same forever. However, I do sometimes carry a backup gun. And he brings up a really good point, the backup gun. I can see where, depending on the situation, you might be able to carry something inside the waistband, but do maybe a pocket carry, or maybe if you're here in Texas and you wear boots, you can put something in your boot, like a 38 special revolver. So that kind of falls into two categories. I carry the same thing year round, which I like to see how he carries a full-sized gun in gym shorts, but, well, maybe not that close, but you guys know what I'm saying. And a backup gun. But the backup gun is a really, really interesting idea. Maybe I should have added it to the poll. So there you go. That is your thoughts on how to carry. Looks like a lot of people agree with me to some point, but a majority of people want to carry one gun the same way year round. That might be, from the tactician standpoint, the smarter choice, but for me, it's not the most comfortable. So there you go, the Texas Gun Vault poll question of the week on carrying guns. If you would like to participate in next week's poll, please go to the community tab under my YouTube channel. I will also put a link in the description below, so you guys can just click that and go over there. Go see what next week's poll question is. Vote on what you think is the right answer. Comment and like other people's comments so we can get the top rated comments of the week. I'm also going to pitch to you guys my second channel, the Texas Gun Vault 2. If you've made it this far, you are a Texas Gun Vault fanatic, and you might like some of the more behind-the-scenes videos that I make over there at the Texas Gun Vault 2. Go check me out. I got a link in the description below as well. It's just a little channel where I focus on things that I can't talk about mainly here on this channel, because I can't flesh them out into full videos. It might be just some behind-the-scenes or some ranting videos, or upcoming project videos where I ask for your opinions and help. So go check me out over there if that's something that would interest you. All right, so once again, Texas Gun Vault poll question of the week. I love making these for you, and I love interacting and hearing your thoughts on the gun questions of the week. All right, so let me know if you have any questions in the comments section below. Happy Father's Day, and as always, Thanks for watching.